I don't know if that was right because the scale was on carpet, but. You need help?
All right, Coach, thank you. Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. A pair of 14 set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
To the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The coaching staff did a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he fires his way incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo is going to float this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Garoppolo. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on second down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here's Newton.
The completion there lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. So these lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrated because they moved the football and just didn't get any points out.
I know damn well my kid didn't weigh that much. That's almost more, that's more than almost what I weigh. I mean, like 80 pounds, but no, I just did it on the floor. It's 135. Y'all trying to worry the hell out of me. Y'all better leave my baby alone. I'm about tired of it. Okay, he is amazing who he is. I'm tired of football. Always trying to make my kids feel bad.
Don't blame football, you know.
It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Dang.
Flushed out
I
right.
thought you was going to work.
But when this ball hits and intercepted. Dante Johnson puts it. And then he'll set shot at the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber.
Nagging my fucking ear.
It's absolutely surprising because it
I'm not nagging in your ear.
You're searching for
What you call
what
it?
reason, what's going
Play
on
back
out
what you
there.
just
It's not
did.
just maybe the defense is playing well.
Yeah.
Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Play it back.
I'm done. I don't have anything else to
Newton on
say.
first down. Big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Last week, they're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys on the back 7, phenomenal.
To the 21. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. To the left side here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear, because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He goes down.
Well, never takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run first and goal. Backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. That's there, and no chance either.
As he's down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game, or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with 3rd and long?
Play action, Garoppolo. They'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there just before halftime, and even 70 yards.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the end zone.
Yeah.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted. Picked up for great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there.
2nd down.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now.
The scoreboard at least. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. After a real scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something
something
as the second half gets underway. And this This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. On 1st and 10, flush to his right.
Oh, wow!
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage again to 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the afternoon on 2nd down. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They go play action. Across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get stepped up quickly.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Newton. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Third and long, it's Newton.
Diving catch there. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big three-point play right there, couldn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Come on, man.
Back lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to do it to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he stops immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this
They
point.
could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Clears one that's intercepted.
Foster picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
They run with Rita. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip some at the second level.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Come on, are you kidding me?
Interception.
Are you kidding me?
The 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Teamwork play, because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now. Takes this from the 30 to the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this has been a
afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far.
This is 3rd and 7. Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Breida. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd down, picked off near the 29. And they'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
He's going to lead this first running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff. But still, a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now. And that absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those.
We come up on 1st and 10. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Solomon Thomas on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And those kids right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Not any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And an alley to run. He's got a combo, and he might be good. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The marker to pick up the first.
Time for a break.
We're back to see what happens after this.
The question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
On the ground, McCaffrey takes it to the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Newton to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not letting it. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. And a throw right sideline is complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's complete.
Yes!
End zone touchdown 49ers. Colby Listenbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The Booth wants to take
Yes! Upheld! Upheld!
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
13.
Garoppolo to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to throw. It's Samuel. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
No fucking catch.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31.
That got no catch.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Timeout by the offense as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
On the pickup there, but it's going to take them to 4th down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one left.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Carolina, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay.